Hello students. So today we are going to discuss about Government of India Act 1935. It comes under your syllabus of UG semester 2 core course third paper. The Conservative Party of England did not want to give any rights to the people of India, but in keeping with the suggestions of the Simon Commission and the movement of the people of India, the British government called 3 round table conferences, and on the basis of the proceedings of these 3 round table conferences, the British government published a white paper in 1933. To deliberate on the white paper in April 1933, a joint committee of the two houses of the parliament under the chairman report of this committee was published in November 1934. On the basis of this report, the British Parliament passed the Government of India Act 1935, which we are going to discuss now. As we all know, 75% of our constitution is taken from the Act of 1935, consisting preamble, 395 articles and 8 schedules. Now it has 448 articles in 25 parts and 12 schedules. Now let us look upon main features of this act. The main features of this act was that under the article of 1919, the diarchy was established in the states. Under this act, diarchy was abolished, means under the act of 1935, diarchy was abolished. The responsible government was established in the states. The governors were expected to act as the constitutional head only. While accepting the suggestions of the Simon Commission, the diarchy in the provinces was abolished, and at the center, the bicameral system of government was established. All the powers at the center were divided into reserved and transferred subjects. Under the reserved subjects, the subjects were like defense, foreign affairs, religious matters, and matters concerning the welfare of the tribal people. Now, a federal legislature was established, a bicameral legislative council at the center. The lower council was called the Legislative Assembly, and the upper council was named as the Council of States. This Act of 1935 divided the powers of the government between the center and the provinces. All the powers have been divided into 3 lists. As you can see, 3 lists were the federal list, the provincial list, and the concurrent list. Then All India Federation was established. The Act of 1935, it provided the federal system of government. In the federation, there would be the provinces of the British India and the native states of India. According to this act, there was an increase in franchise. As the Act of 1919, only 3% of the population had the right to vote, but now, according to the Act of 1935, 10% of the population was given the right to vote. Women and laborers were given the franchise for the first time. Under the Act of 1935, the franchise was enlarged and the communal election system was extended. RBI was established and a federal court was established. The federal government in India was given a federal court, and this was the Supreme Court of India, but virtually it should not be called the Supreme Court because appeals against their decisions could be made to the Privy Council. So according to this act, the right of amending the constitution was placed in the hands of British Parliament, so that the supremacy of the British Parliament was maintained. These were main provisions of this act, and it was not very much welcomed by the Indians because the Act of 1935 was such a machine of which brakes were very strong, but there was no engine.